Are we actually live?
Nope. It says going live, but it's not actually happening.
Okay.
Is it there?
Somebody let us know if we're actually live.
We're live! It's decided to go live. Hooray!
Yay! So, a big hello to you. It's great to see you, and I hope I find you well. I'm Jenny Kirk. This is We're Yard, and today, up in the loft, we've got Sven van der Hart from Tramfabriek, who you will know as being a long-time supporter of the channel, but first time on the Monday Club. So it's great to have you on.
Thank you.
How far have you come to be here tonight?
I live in Windsor, so near London, so that's
It's quite a long way.
yes.
I'm guessing from your accent you're not originally from Windsor. There's
No.
strange people down there, but
I'm Dutch.
Dutch.
Yes.
So have you lived in the UK a lot of your life, or do you live between Netherlands and here? Or
No, I moved to England in 2009. My wife, for a job, moved from the Netherlands to England, and then was like, hey, let's do it. Let's go here.
oh, excellent. And the Tramfabriek brand, I know a lot of people very familiar with a lot of the products. Probably originally, certainly on this channel, really well known as being a big champion and stockist of the Train-O-Matic brand of Dakotas. In fact, I think you were the person who kind of really put them on the map here in the UK.
I did, yeah.
And I mean, they're now pretty much a household name in the hobby. But then you've also do things like motors and 3D printed kits as well. So there's actually a lot more to Tramfabriek than just being able to buy
Everything I need myself, I'm like, oh, let's get this, and then I can make it into a product. Yeah, that's the way it goes.
So it was a company born out of products that you wanted for your own model making.
Yeah, actually, all the things I make normally, they're what I need, or somebody is asking for it and think like, oh, I could use this as well, and then I make it, and then make it into a product. But I don't like making things that I don't need myself, or that I don't have an enthusiasm for.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm always very interested with with manufacturers. Sometimes you get people who it's purely a job, and then you get other people where the primary driver behind the business is actually their love of the hobby and their love of what they're actually creating.
Yeah, this is really a lifestyle, this, I would say. Like, you live this. I mean, I come here to you, but I've been yesterday to this, the Industry Museum, so the Science Museum in Manchester. I've been to the Christmas show in Manchester as well. So even when I'm coming here just to see you guys.
Oh, right, so you did the Model Railway exhibition on Saturday?
I went as a visitor on
So
Saturday.
I know quite a few people were there. It's like one of the big shows of the year. I've never actually been to the Manchester show. How did you find it?
It was great, and apparently they put on an extra good show because this is their 100th anniversary.
100 years?
Yeah, not of the event, but of the club.
Oh, right. I mean,
since
wow.
1925.
I mean, sometimes it's easy to forget that model rail clubs, a lot of them have been around an awfully long time. And actually, a love of model railways is probably as old as railways
It
themselves.
is surprising, right?
Wow.
And they say they are the longest continually running model club in the world. Like
So-
the other ones, like the one in London, the
MRC.
they stopped during the Second World War, but the one in Manchester never stopped.
But I mean, I suppose we can let that slide. I'm
How-
sure
how
they
far
were
is
busy.
Bolton from Manchester?
That's kind of from their own.
DJK 666. It's probably.
I think we count as part of Manchester now. We're part of the conversation.
Technically we're part of Greater Manchester. It's probably about what 15 minutes on the train when you got
from
on.
Manchester.
Did you get on at Victoria?
No,
or
again when the what's it,
Deansgate.
Deansgate to Bolton, and then change to this little station.
Yeah.
So it's half an hour to get here.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
So we've got Simon Trains Model Railway, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, Flymer Chairman 1, Going to the Dogs, Yaharik, Sarah Davis 74, Ham Shackleton. Thank you so much, Stephen M. Clay 8903, very kindly given 10 New Zealand dollars on the super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says it's about 8 or 9 miles or so, Bolton to
Is
Manchester.
this all that car they're talking about, or because some say that
The what? Sorry.
well, there was some comments saying how long it takes, but are those people thinking? About
Yeah.
car?
See, Sven actually is pretty hardcore. You've been country trotting by public transport.
I have been. Yeah, very nice thing.
So no cars involved. So you presumably use a lot of rail travel.
Yes, and when I go to a model train event with my layout, that's all going on the bicycle to the station and then in the train.
So when you build layouts to go to exhibitions,
They need to fit on my. Some people make them fit in their car. I make them fit on my bicycle.
Oh wow! And have you found that very restrictive, or does it actually really focus you on what's important?
Well, you can put more details in a small layout or a diorama.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
then you just don't have this layout that will never get finished. You just focus on the little one. You do everything in there.
Well, I love the little one that you had at the Rattery Little Train Show, where it's just
round.
it's just
Devil's
it's
Hill.
like
Devil's
Hill.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it just the amount of detail in that, it just kind of sucks you in, because it is tiny and it just does its thing, but the amount of detail within that small space
very popular
is
and all, yeah.
really effective.
Well, I have to admit, I wasn't the one who built the layout. Sorry, the scenery wasn't built by me. I just built the box and the
Right.
track. And my friend Josh Hertz, he actually built the whole trees, and he's a master.
The trees are great,
Yeah, they're
and
fantastic.
everything about that really does work.
That sets the
So
standard.
we should probably roll VT.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more, with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
So, we're getting a little bit of juggly. So, it's your first visit up here. What do you think of where you are when you actually see it in the flesh?
I'm so impressed that you're doing this. It's just like in this little space, and you guys don't see this, but there's like everything is filled up here. It's just this. My back already hurts. I'm looking at all the things where you have to dive deep and bend over.
You have to be very good at crawling and peering into small little
Video
spaces.
recorder's gone to software.
Oh right. So is that gonna? Oh, there. I can see it falling now already. So we've gone down to the 70s. Let's see if that stabilises. So, who's your friend, Jenny? Says Mark Wilson. This is Sven van der Hart from Tramfabriek, and I guess people probably know the name more than what you look like.
Yeah, keep it that way. But
Yeah.
this doesn't help, of course.
Oh right, yeah, but you've got your Clark Kent glasses
Oh, yeah,
on.
that's true. Yeah.
So like when he's finished, there'll be like this big rubber mask, and it'll be like something out of Mission Impossible. What do we got? Yeah, Sarah Davis. Windows is being on.
Yeah, we're checking the settings. It appears to have...
Why has it trashed everything?
Right, we're now on hardware,
Okay.
so we should be
Live
okay.
technical
Hello
troubleshooting.
to you, Dion. Great to see you. Where have we got? Flat Track says, will you try and avoid giving Sven a Dutch oven tonight? Well, can I just say that we don't have Craig in? But then again, of course,
Oh.
a Dutch
I
oven.
never heard of that.
You've never heard of the Dutch oven? Probably best that you stay. It's a British and American slang term.
Pretty sure it's an American slang term.
I think it may have come from America. Most of these things do. It's where you sort of like let rip under the duvet and contain it and then serve it up to an unsuspecting person.
Is that what happens here now? Or?
No. Only,
We try not to.
yeah. Ben Davis has got 4 Port of Par Bagnall tanks. Love them. The Port of Par pair are out. You can buy various different versions as a twin pack, and actually the twin pack is really, really well presented. We've got a review of those coming on Friday. I have filmed that. But then you can also get single versions as well. So you don't need to buy the full pair. You can buy the locomotive singly as well.
That's the thing. We've changed our schedule again, haven't we?
Well, we never officially changed back. But we've done away with the... We did away with the Wednesday video because of the workload, and then it kind of mission creep has brought it back.
Because of the amount of reviews that were coming in.
Yeah. And do you find this with because you work from home and work for yourself? Do you find that you end up doing more and more work, and it's harder to keep a work-life balance?
Well, the thing is, like, if you like what you're doing, it's kind of, you don't really care.
It's not really work.
Yeah, but it depends, you know. But what I'm trying to do, like in the morning, I do my own thing, developing stuff and things I like, and then from 12 o'clock I start packing the orders.
Right.
So this is where I combine it, so then you don't feel like you're working the whole day. Because I don't even mind packing. I like doing it, packing it nicely, nice paper with it. You know,
Yeah.
But,
And sometimes a change is as good as a rest.
yeah, you have your then you don't have to focus on creating, but then you just focus on packing, and then after that you do other things. So yeah, so you kind of go through the whole day doing different things.
So we've got up on the screen actually. This is something you've been working on. So we're going to. Shall I bring it up on the screen?
Well, working on is a big word.
It's the Monday Club head code. So you can see here. This is on a Bachmann 009 Britomart, and there's the Monday Club headboard.
You sneeze and it's gone.
But it's made of metal. And what actually got me, you don't see it on there, the bracket that you've fixed to the back. So it'll go over the actual lamp irons on your locomotive, because the actual Monday Club badges, they're perfect if you do O gauge. But they are rather big for anybody wanting to do smaller scales. So, is this something you're looking to mass produce?
No, you can have a few if you want, or you can sell it if you want. If you want to do the same thing with your badges as with these things.
Yeah, I mean,
I just can give you them. And
we'll have to sort some out, because I think a lot of people are getting excited. Talking about getting it.
The DJ K666, doesn't he know this locomotive?
Which what?
That loco looks amazing. This is Bachmann double.
Yeah, this is the Bachmann Quarry Hunslet, a Britomart.
Have you added that box to it?
The toolbox.
No, that comes with it. You have to glue it on it, but it comes with the package.
That's why I don't recognise it on there. Because Jen, you didn't glue yours on, did you?
I haven't got a Quarry Hunslet.
Right, that'll be why.
Yeah, that's what I've got. A mainline Hunslet.
That's it. But, sorry, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, you're confusing me with your confusion. So, also, other things in the news. The Ellis Clark Trains press twin silos are in the country. And I believe that Ellis Clark Trains are having, up at their Harrogate showroom tomorrow, I think it is, a launch day for the press twin silo. So anybody who wants to get their sweaty little hands on the example, and they look amazing.
So Jen, at what point will I be prying you away from there?
Unfortunately, the car has got to go for its MOT tomorrow, which is a bit annoying because I would have liked to have gone and picked some up. But they look amazing.
The car will pass, surely.
We hope so. But that's happening tomorrow at their Harrogate showroom, and they look amazing. Actually, I've been following them through development. And they really look like they're going to be something special. But then we have also got some news on Monday Club badges. You can hardly hear that down there.
People are deaf now.
Yeah, not one, but two new colours. So there on your screen, we've got the Monday Club badges in royal purple. Which is the one at the top there. That will be going on general sale when they arrive into stock. This is an advance picture that we've been sent, so we don't have them yet. Don't try and order them.
Please don't try and order them. They're not on the website.
Yeah, and the blue one at the bottom, they are for guests on the Monday Club, so you have to be a guest. all
I
those.
have to come back to get one then.
We'll post you one. So you will be one of the first recipients of the blue badge. And what that'll mean is that it's not like a blue badge for your car where it lets it. Well, maybe it'll let you park closer to the venue.
Try.
But the whole point of the blue one
that
is
you need to do, like make a deal with the organizer of an event to make sure that those blue ones give you priority parking.
Yeah, priority Monday club of parking right by the entrance. And when you go like Corbin Dallas multi-pass,
thank you. Yes,
and then they'll be like, yes, come on, riff-raff, get out of the way. Come on, in you come. Come on, veg, get out the way.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You can always try.
You can try, yes.
SHGP Media, yes, in-person guest. So that's the plan. We're going to be having a so they're going to hang around for a while because obviously we're not going to be like look at me, I'm like the Candyman.
And the die-hard collector's going to ask you to come
Yeah,
in the show.
What it actually
queue outside the door.
Yeah, what it means now, all those people
outside.
All those people are, I don't like appearing on camera. I like watching the Monday Club, but I don't want to be a guest. It's like, but I want the blue badge. I'll be a guest.
We'll work something.
I'm going to put it on eBay.
Yeah.
Well, I will put it on eBay then.
Yeah. It's like genuine blue Monday Club badge, and then you'll have to come back on again. Go, I'm here for another one. Yes,
just sold mine for £25.
Just sign the back, dear eBay. Be fine. So there we are. SHGP Media says I was in person via video.
Make another colour for that.
Well, I think we'll run out of colours if we're not careful.
We'll see what we can do.
Well, aren't there like 1 trillion colours or so? Like a variation on each colour?
Yeah. Oh, you could make them cufflinks, says J.K. Hauser. Simon Pitcher, hello to you. This evening, all hope we are well and flu-free.
It's a question for me. Will all of the Trainomatic decoders fit in N-gauge models, please? Well, normally they should fit, but of course, like an 8-pin decoder wouldn't fit in there, so...
But I mean, the thing is, they wouldn't come with an 8-pin socket.
No, they don't. So all the micro decoders with Next 18 and 6-pin, they will fit.
Yeah, because the Next 18 is actually quite a small decoder naturally.
It's the same size as all the 6-pins as well. So they would. They keep themselves to the standard Trainomatic. So
I mean, I've used them on things like the Graham Farish. What are you doing?
To turn the mouse back on because it goes to sleep, I pressed a button and it turns out I was over the cross.
Okay.
For closing down the
so,
picture.
What was I talking about?
Decoder?
Yeah.
Oh yes. So I mean, I've used them, the Graham Farish Class 08 diesel shunters, and not had any issues whatsoever. 6-pin Next 18, they all fit pretty easily. I've never had a problem, even in N-gauge models. I've never had a problem fitting them in.
No, it's not like an HM7000 Next 18.
Which are they're just slightly smaller than an ESU Locksound V5 21-pin decoder. So I keep saying to people, it's like people say, "Oh, well, will that fit in my model?" 21-pin will fit in any model equipped with a 21-pin socket. That's not a problem. The problem is that the Next 18 one is huge, and the problem with it is that any model that would have enough space for that to fit in usually would have something like a 21-pin socket anyway. Yeah. Because the Next 18 is for locomotives that are a bit space.
I see that question. Yeah, if I plan to do any N-gauge lightning kits for buildings, well, you could use the ones you put in a coach. You can actually use them in a building as well.
Yes.
That's not a problem. You can cut them to size.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got an interesting question from J. Paul Anderson. I have no idea what he said.
I see my friend Mark is here as well.
Hello,
Mark.
J. Paul Anderson it's I'm guessing it's like hello Sven, greetings from the Netherlands. I'm guessing is what he's actually said.
What's that?
Just highlight it, Zoe. There.
Oh, J. Paul Anderson. Hallo. Oh,
groetjes van mij.
Groetjes.
Groetjes.
Groetjes. Groetjes.
Groetjes.
She's not going to be able to do it.
Well, that's fun
But
anyway.
am I right in thinking though that's hello Sven, greetings from the Netherlands?
That's perfect, yes.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I can get the gist, even if I can't pronounce it, and I couldn't come up with the words myself.
Ja, wir haben schon versucht, Deutsch zu reden. Das hat schon geklappt.
Ja, nur ein bisschen Deutsch. Aber mein Deutsch ist ein bisschen schlecht.
Welcome to the Monday Club multilingual edition.
J.K. Hauser says, is the Class 13 pulling a maintenance of way train? I don't recognise the yellow coaches. Then again, I mainly model anything from the 1860s to the 1970s. Well, actually, those coaches are good for the 1970s. They are actually they're breakdown train coaches. They're like packing vans and such like.
I see Iron Horse Railways is here as well. We just watched your video.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
So the Class 69 video, apparently he was very taken with it. Very nice model. But you missed all opportunities to put Bill and Ted references in. I'm very displeased.
69, dudes!
Yeah. Mark Waitman 3805 says, bizarrely, HM7000 TXS fits in the Hornby Lion. No surprise there then. Who knew? It's almost like it was designed for it.
Thanks, Dave Double M.
I do have one question, Jen.
What?
What else is in the news?
Oh, well, I've just told you. The press twin silos will be. It does. This is. This is. I always say to people, I'm not ignoring comments. They're just sometimes they.
Keep up with that.
And I always say, once it's gone off the top, if I haven't responded, it's probably because I've missed it. Just wait a length of time, ask again. I'm not ignoring people.
We have had someone email recently saying that they were disappointed that their messages were always overlooked. And it's like,
not on purpose.
No, not on
we
purpose.
We don't do that.
So what is this about? Are there any blank sound chips planned?
Sound.
Yeah, I don't make sound chips, so.
I'm thinking they're talking about Trainomatic or because Trainomatic don't do a sound chip.
No, and I wish they did because they would have the best ones.
Yeah.
But they can only release so many things at the same time, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. When I looked at DCC Concepts, they got asked the same thing: are you going to do a sound decoder?
But so many ideas, you can't just do it all. There's so many things I want to do, but you have the same thing. You can't do everything you want to do.
Yeah, time, money, but also one of the big things is getting hold of the processors to make the decoders. So you've got to kind of figure what are the products that are most in demand. And I think a lot of producers of things like DCC decoders want to favour the products that are already in their range and already popular rather than bring out new things.
But also,
So go on.
Well, you also need to be able to buy the technology. Some there's like what do you call it? Priority? How is it called? So if there's like their own technology.
Proprietary.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So and then you need to buy the essential component, technology for, and then you can use it and build your system on top of that.
Yeah. And it becomes a situation where, right, you've only got so much funding, even if you've got loads, you've only got so much funding available. Do you go for something that you already do well, or do you try and pivot into something that you might not do as well until you get the knack of it?
Yes.
It's a balancing act. It always is.
Well, especially if you want to step into the sound chips now, you need to be really good from the start because there's so much good
because
stuff
everyone
already
else
out there,
is already good. Yeah.
And you can't just you can go at the end and start there.
Yeah.
So, just looking down through the chat, a lot of people talking about the sound of silence. It's amazing. Somebody says blank sound decoders, and we get all the Simon and Garfunkel references.
Can I get
apparently Flymo Chairman's birthday today.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew, bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
You know I learned that from you guys.
I
never heard that before.
Hold on, the PVA's fallen over and it's gone all over the floor.
Did I do that?
No.
Are you in a sticky situation?
You should be fine. You should be fine. Just don't move backwards. There's a little pool of PVA. It's not a big pool.
Oh, it'll glue. It'll dry.
Is this exaggerating for the show or what?
Yeah,
One drop.
I'm just looking for where's Where's the finger?
There's a drop.
Have you lost your finger?
I've lost my finger.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, Gandalf, can you hear me, Gandalf? I'm sure that there's people who've snuck in.
A Monday clubber is never late, Toto Baggins. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they meet you.
Thanks, Gandalf. Big
that.
thank you to Ian White 7462. Very kindly given £5 on the super chat. Thank you so much. They say mince pie fund. Oh yes, not half. Also, could you help me explain why another O-gauge Gronk has arrived? Maybe they're like wire coat hangers. If you put two together in a darkened room for long enough, there's just thousands of them. I don't know. Just say somebody took pity on you and posted you one.
The Gronk fairy paid you a visit.
Yes, the Gronk fairy came. So yeah. J.K. Hauser says you wished really hard. Yeah, that might work. Although I think that the other half probably was not born yesterday. So I'm afraid if it doesn't work first time, you're on your own.
Can Gandalf give a Dutch golfogram?
A Gandalfogram? What would that be?
More like a Monday club is nooit te laat.
Right, shall I make some drinks?
Would you like a coffee or something?
Your coffee?
No, tea. Yeah, the
Tea?
one. Yeah.
Cool.
So Almond Bank Model Railway G6K says, question, do I pour a glass of Baileys or not? I think the answer is yes, always.
Are you supporting people in being alcoholic?
No, not encouraging it in
we're
any
never
way.
supportive.
Yeah, yes, we don't support you. We may encourage you, but we don't support you. Apparently, has Gandalf been moonlighting as Father Christmas again, says Marcus Muggins. Oh, yes, always.
You could say that. I couldn't possibly comment.
Ben Tullett says, Jenny, I have the same issue with GW pannier tank locos. They just keep breeding. The latest edition is merrily running around the Christmas tree. And of course, yes, the Acura scale panniers have just turned up and sold out as well. They proved very, very popular. And actually, one of the things we were talking about is just how much stuff there is. And we were talking earlier on about various things, and
we started the Monday Club like at 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Continuous Monday Club.
I came back from work and I just got in, and it's like ding dong, it's like Svenogram. Come on, Monday Club, let's start. And now we're struggling to remember all the things. So we sat there going, this will be amazing on the Monday Club. It's like, yeah, if we can remember.
No, we're talking about the overload of products that are being made. It's,
and we touched on this before a few times. Like, are there too many products? I mean, is choice a good thing? Or is there too much choice, spreading people's money too thinly about?
Well, people will make the joke like you can never have enough, and that you can buy. It's okay to buy stuff, but the thing that I went to the Science Museum in Manchester, and there's a lot about the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, and then you see that we started to produce. We need to make more money. Yeah, but it never stopped since then. We produce more. And now manufacturers release like almost every week, or maybe even multiple times a week, there's a new product announced. And then they come in like 10 liveries or 15 liveries.
And then you get the fear of missing out. And
right, and you want that one just...
Yeah.
It's so much. Where do we store this stuff? No, not here, clearly. You probably find a hole somewhere, but...
I'll be honest with you, I struggle on space.
Everybody does, I think. But the people
But
actually,
when I was growing up, my father and I thought we had a lot of locomotives. When we had I think there was about 40 locomotives.
I thought there was a lot.
And we thought that was a lot. Now,
Right.
I counted up mine the other day, 504.
Right.
And then you were saying that, 504, I know people with 600 or 700 or 800.
Yes.
And then you think, it's like you couldn't really make use of all of them. They've become so many that actually most of them will never get used.
That's not even the problem I have, because I know having it is also an enjoyment, even knowing that you have it. You might not touch it for years, knowing it that you have it. And when you sell a model, you regret immediately that you sold it.
I know that
even though you weren't touching it for
yeah.
years. But it's more like when there's a new model release, you feel like I want to have that one. I don't want to miss out on it, and you want to buy it, but you know you don't have space for that. And I think the only way we're going now is to be more and more produced. There will be more TT gauge, and TT gauge looks nice as well.
Yeah.
Like they want to have that. How much? Where does it stop? Will it just increase? And at one moment you need to say like I'm not going to collect more than this, or what do you pick? What do you choose?
I see we've got John JMC, the guru of sound, is in. Great to see you. Castle Hill Light Railway, and just looking down, RG Models 86 says the problem arises when you have multiple pre-orders arrive at the same time, which has happened to them. And yeah, I think with Let's Make Tracks TT120's question for the group is that it was a pre-order excuse still fly, asking for a friend. Not unless her Gucci handbag is allowed to be slid through on the same basis.
But there will be another one after that, right? I mean, it doesn't stop there. This is not the last one. Oh, it's a pre-order, but this is my last one. It will not be the last one, I guess.
When I was a kid, you could choose what you wanted, sort of like about March, April time. And say, I want that for Christmas.
Right, yeah.
And then save up throughout the year without worrying about this fear of missing out, because at Christmas they'd still be available. And that's something that we seem to have lost. There's this, it's almost like buy it now or forever miss out. And I mean, have you bought models where you've thought, no, I really like that, I must have one, otherwise I'll be disappointed if I don't. And then, several months later, you realise actually you've never looked at it since.
Well, mostly they end up in a box or on the shelf, but there's only a few that are put out there, and I just in the evening I stand in front of the cabinet and I can enjoy those. But like there are models that you buy, put them in the box, and then you never see again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking some of the ones that for me were a must-have item. I mean, like my Hatton's P class in Southeastern and Chatham Railway Grey. At the time, it was like I must buy this. This is very important to me, and I've never really used it since. And one of the things I like to try and do up here, and probably don't succeed very well, is cycle through stuff. So rather than running the same things every single week, try and find things that I've not actually run in a long time.
Just getting the tea.
And with coaching and rolling stock, it's not really feasible, but certainly with locomotives. And so, like going round now, I've got my Western Nobleman doing the rounds, and actually, I almost never run that. The Mega Gronk's going round because I got told off. I've got a production model of a forthcoming model from a manufacturer, and I was going to tease it by running it, but then studiously not talking about it, and I got told off. No, you can't do that.
You did not have authorization.
People might get too excited.
You didn't have authorization. You know what we're like?
Yeah.
We don't embargo break, Jen.
James Pett says request for next week. The P class, yeah. Howell Lane.
Can we have a P, please, Bob?
Howell Lane JP2QZ says, I forget what I buy. I had TMC call me on Friday and ask for payment for a Class 74. I forgot I bought back in February of this year.
To be fair, I've done that as well.
Yeah, you accidentally put 2 different pre-orders in for the engine.
So you have to buy 2 now?
No, I phoned up Rapido and said, can I cancel the pre-order? I've just been told that I've already got one.
Yes, Santec. I think a few people have noticed that. I think there's an issue. Well, it's not really an issue, but because it's effectively 2 Class 08s, one of which has a different cab and different details and stuff, they run at ever so slight different speeds, and it's exactly the same. When you double head 2 locomotives, I'm guessing it's almost impossible to get them to run at exactly the same speed.
These motors might have different specifications. They might have the same specification, but it doesn't mean that they're going to run just as fast.
And then also that
then one will wear out because they're struggling, working against each other.
And you can have slightly more friction, like different tolerances on the gears and all sorts. So I think it's it happens. It's because it is 2 separate locomotives connected together effectively.
We had an interesting question come in on the Class 13 review
Huh?
on whether you think Bachmann might, in a possible re-release of this, only do the second cab as a single offering.
In a word, no. And the reason I say no is, firstly, tool wear. Why would they only make half the model? Because it will wear the tooling at different rates. But also, there's nothing in it for them. Why would they do that and release a model cheaper that is probably actually going to have a very limited appeal? Because the master part of the Class 13 is not a standard Class 08.
No, like you showed in the video, there's several differences.
There's several detail differences, but the most obvious one is the actual buffer beams are much deeper.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the buffer beams are much deeper and thicker, and that's because on the real ones they increased the weight to increase the tractive effort, and they did this by fitting newer, thicker, deeper buffer beams.
So you need to have both of them in order to
So
work.
yeah,
So if you paired the Slave with a regular Class 08, it would once you see what's wrong, it would look very, very peculiar. So I'm going to say no.
I think you're right, but I thought it was an interesting question that came up that we might discuss. So I actually agree with you on that one.
Hi Jennifer, what about an A4 night, says Cameron Peterson. Yeah, one day. JK Hauser says they might sell the body shell in the parts store on their website. Did you notice any chassis differences? Only in the detail application. The actual mechanism
should
is
be
the
same,
same.
isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to do.
Why would they
redesign
change
that,
it? There'd be no reason to change it. So you could. Zantek asks, was the Class 13 number 2 unit, I'm assuming it means the master unit, able to be used as a solo shunter? With the slave unit? I don't know.
It is an interesting question, because that panel on the front, that on the original, what would be under that? Why would it be a panel? I think a hinge.
A very, very good engineer at Works could probably get it to trundle around on its own. They'd have a way of doing it jury rigged. But generally speaking, no. There would be no reason to, so I don't think there would be any means to. The actual master unit, I don't.
Control were and one.
There was only one cab
control.
was functional.
Yeah.
The other cab was wasn't there.
Isn't it how they save money? Because they just want to put all the controls in one, and the other one didn't have to make the whole cabin.
I think as well there was. I've read somewhere that there was some issue with trade unions saying if it had two cabs, they would insist on two crews.
People, okay.
A London Transport Night says 57305 Northern Princess.
It's Dave Holloway's birthday too.
With all two of my London Transport / Metropolitan Railway locomotives.
You don't like them, or you
just don't like them?
It's a weird thing. It's a weird loco, isn't it?
Actually, no. I tell a lie. I've got two of the Bobos. Yeah. I like them.
Yeah.
But the thing is that way up here in the north, they never got up here.
Yeah,
so...
I find the penny, the red penny. It's not. There's something off from that. Feels not right. But maybe because I'm used to the GWR one.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Never thought about it. Never really thought about it. James Petts approves of London Transport. I would have thought that he would. And
another birthday there.
The what? Sorry.
Dave Holloway's birthday.
Dave Holloway. I'm just looking.
She's Flymo Chairman. He says that it's Dave Holloway's birthday too.
Dave Holloway. Oh well.
So well.
Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers.
So there we go. Oh. Valley's 56XX says hashtag not a double cult. So Mega Gronk, Mega Gronk, Mega Gronk. Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
A cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your mileage may vary. Consult your physician.
Dave Holloway 87 says thanks peeps, and Rob RU1DH says, sorry, I'm late. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Zoe. Hello, everyone. Great to see you.
Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Oh, I love rail buses. Dave Double M.
Oh, we do have rail buses. The problem with rail buses
Love
is
rail
that you
buses.
don't really have a train behind them. So I'd have to go to all the aggro of taking all the rolling
What do you
stuff.
mean, train behind the rail bus?
Well, if I run a wagon and mash now rail bus,
Yeah.
there's no train behind it.
How do you call that?
What's that?
How do you call that?
Is this like Sphincter says what?
Wagon and machine bow, huh?
Yeah, one of those as well. One of those as well.
That's right.
I was talking about their less well-known cousin. Shut up. The less well-known cousin of shut up.
So, Jenny, it turns out that you don't speak properly. My goodness.
I see
And
a word.
you were telling
and
me that you
can
were
I
so
just say,
great.
I speed read a word, and then many years later, my brain goes, "This is the bit I remember."
Yeah. But we don't have Ivo van Son on the map.
Evil von.
Ivo van Zon, you know, like the.
Yes.
I came here especially to
correct me.
How you say
So
it in Dutch.
Ivo von Zun
He's not here. I
is
think.
not here.
But maybe he watches on catch up.
Yeah. So Evo, there we go. He was very polite though. He never corrected me once,
No,
or if he did, I
no.
didn't see.
You didn't see it,
It's
yeah.
not very Dutch actually, because we love to correct.
Nick Garolimo says, "Where do these weird number suffixes, or should we say suffixes, come from on our names?" I have no idea.
YouTube made them up.
Yeah, I don't know why. Valley's 56XX says, I bought a battered Bachmann pannier and got an LT body and wheel sets from Bachmann Spares and now have L94 on the cheap. It is actually something that I've done in the past to get a locomotive I wanted. I bought a donor loco cheap and then just swapped the bodies because Bachmann Spares is actually pretty good.
But you're not going to buy the new pannier, are you?
They're all sold out.
You didn't pre-order one?
No, I didn't.
All of them?
On the
The ones you
Acura-
would want, they're sold out.
no, on the Acurascale website it says they're all sold out. So they've proven to be very, very popular.
You know,
And this goes back to what we were saying about the fear of missing out and there being too much stuff. A lot of people might have said the market doesn't need another pannier. We've already got,
and they're all sold out. That's
and then they sell out.
Why do you store the stuff, guys? But the thing is, like, I don't have money to low gauge model, but I bought a Bachmann pannier and it was like £99, something like that, 2 years ago, and I think it's a lovely model. It's just really very detailed. It's just brilliant. I
I've got quite a few up there. I've got the
the same ones that I have.
The 8750 class, the 5700 class, and the 6400 class. I think are the three that Bachmann did. They're all right, but James Pett says, "Where do you store the stuff?" He says he had a shed built.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I can't do that.
Claude Hamilton says the weird numbers are from your YouTube handle. You can edit it in YouTube Studio.
You can, but if someone else has already taken the handle you want, such as your train name or whatever, then you have to pick something else.
Malco Blue says a model shop in Penzance has a lot of panniers in stock. I
There
think
you go.
There we are.
Night train to Penchance.
Yeah. We got a road trip.
You get it tomorrow morning.
But we were down there just the other week. In fact, the seats
5
in
hours,
my car are still folded down for when Minith Tattoo's Newith was in
That
there.
was a 5-hour trip, and it probably takes another 3 hours to continue to.
Yeah,
Penzance.
people forget how far it is. I remember once going to.
Have you broken it?
I can actually speak to each other.
So
now.
something has caused a short. I think that the
Have
Western.
you been caught short?
Yeah, the Western I think is derailed,
Oh.
or at least it's somehow managed to stop right across the short on the double slip.
Nope.
No.
Something else has caused a problem.
Call the buses.
Let's try that. No.
No.
Just
Shall I move the Gronk?
Yeah, move all of them ever so slightly.
Panic, panic, panic.
Oh, we
no.
don't panic. We don't panic.
What about the A5? That stopped on a point.
Okay, what's the point of that?
Just a minute. Forget it. No. Oh, thank you so much,
That's
Scan
not
Man.
an A5.
Scan
oh.
Man.
Oh,
Oh,
Have we found the cause?
yeah, it's not happy.
Why? What's it done?
decoupling.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Scanman. Very kindly donated $9.99 on the super chat for the cookie jar. Woo-hoo.
Okay, try that.
Oh, this now suggests that a decoder has popped.
Well, one of your locals, it might be that one over there, the blue one.
Have you got to take them off now one by
That
one?
was slowing down and stopping every now and again over here.
Right. Well, what I'll do is I start taking.
Via a process of elimination, you're going to eliminate.
Yeah.
the
Well, what I'll
processes.
do is I will. Oh.
It's not the one I thought.
So does that
Just
mean that
something
has
there.
this actually popped a decoder?
Oops. Oh.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So it's popped the decoder live on air,
Wow.
which
We
is
haven't had that happen for a
that
while.
hasn't happened in a long
Okay,
time.
Yeah.
So I'm curious
Never
actually.
had that before.
We used to get that before we put bus spike suppressors
Yeah, the
in.
spike suppressor.
Huh.
Okay.
So, hello, Scamman, and thank you so much.
So I've got to remember how to get into
We're still on
this.
73% on the
Leave
CPU.
it for later.
I don't think we're going to get any videos tonight. So is this live decoder
Is
fixing?
that because we have so many things to talk about?
Ah.
Yeah. Talk to the nice people. You had loads of things to say earlier on.
So I was...
This always happens, doesn't it? When as soon as the like. Here,
Also, Jenny's managed to move the camera.
Was it only the top of her head on the
yeah. So
Yeah, that's what happens when Jen gets moving. She doesn't pay attention. So we were talking earlier on about the overproduction of models.
Sven is praying is not one of his.
yeah, well that's it. If it's a Trainomatic one, I can just give it to you. Go, there you are, warranty.
Well, they got a short protection, so it shouldn't.
Yeah. I don't think that's it.
One of the things that we were talking about was this fear of missing out, and whether it's been essentially weaponized by some manufacturers to
I think
produce short runs.
I don't think they do it on purpose.
No, not necessarily on short.
It's more they need to earn money
They
to pay
need to-
for.
They
their
can't
people,
afford
isn't
to
it?
have stock just sat
That's-
on shelves.
That's it. Maybe weaponized is too loaded a word. What I'm trying to say is that they've got large bills to pay in terms of tooling, research costs, and development costs, and all of that. So by creating short runs with the kind of get it now or you might not get
Well,
it
no,
again.
it's cheaper to do two more liveries at one go. That's why they do
That is
multiple
true, yes.
liveries at one go. They could, if they would do one or two at the same time, it's not much more expensive to do the whole rest then.
That's true, yes.
So for them, it's cheaper to do it that way. But of course, they need to earn their money back, so they need to sell them all in one go. Ideally, they would just keep them if they do 10, keep 8 in the store and sell first the 2 first ones, and then do the other ones later in batches.
That would make sense, but as a result, we've kind of lost this thing that I think we had as kids, where, oh look, this is in the catalogue, I'll save up and get
See what I'm
it.
saying there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
can't-
that
you
was
can't
the
do that
thing.
now.
Once upon a time, you could, you could pick what you wanted from the catalogue in the March and April, and then by the time Christmas came around, you weren't worried oh they might be sold out. It just never happened.
Yeah.
But when you had it then at Christmas, you probably would enjoy it for the whole year because
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
the only new loco you had.
Yes.
So you're really paying attention to it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually in favor of prices being higher than they are now for model trains because you wouldn't buy so many. And I think you would put more value, emotionally more value on a locomotive than if you buy it for £100 or even £50,
Yeah,
It's just like, well, it's cheap, I enjoy it, but it doesn't feel the same way as this one locomotive you could buy per year.
Yes, it definitely gives you there's this thing called phenomenology, and it's all about the experience surrounding the thing that you're enjoying. So it's this is more precious to me because I've had to work for it, because I've earned it.
If you work for it yourself to save up for it, that has a big impact. Yeah, you enjoy it more. But the thing is, at my company, it's only me that does the company, and on purpose, because if I would hire somebody to do the work for me, I have to earn more money, I have to sell more, and then I get more workload, and then I have to hire another person to do that work, and then it builds up. And when does it stop? It never ends.
Yes, that's exactly.
And they have more costs. They the backman and the whole. They have a lot of people to pay. They need to sell every month. They need to sell a lot to make those payments. They can't say we sold enough now. Let's just all sit back and relax and play with our trains. They need to make more money.
I wish we all could.
They need to make more models.
Yes, we have the same issue, don't we, Jenny? It's one of the reasons why we cut out the Wednesday videos before and then only brought them back because we had a large amount of buffer. It's because we looked at it like, if we're going to continue on this route, we need another person, but we don't get enough revenue.
We don't earn enough to be able to pay them.
Yeah, so we can't. So we have to work more or reduce the amount of work.
That I think then you have to limit. What I'm doing, I just release a product and I make a certain amount of it. Or I do this product for a while and then I focus on something else and I kind of put the other product on the side. And when I see it's not selling so much anymore, then I kind of focus on something else. But I'm not going to release several products at the same time because it just would overwhelm me with work.
Oh, you've broken it again, Jen.
This is very interesting.
Why do you want to do this now? Because it's the priority number one now, right?
But no,
Jen's issue is that there is a problem. I must solve it.
Yeah, and
that's how she works.
The thing that's actually, I'm looking here, and it's actually a Zen Blue Plus decoder.
This is.
I saw it already.
Yeah, and he's like, well, there you go. If you're not using my decoders,
what happened with the trainer mat? Do you have one there? Maybe you can put that one in there.
Actually,
the right.
Yeah,
next
it needs. It'll need to. I need to hardwire it into the Stay Alive, but
get out the soldering iron. Get onto it.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this. So what's interesting is the decoder has not. There's no burn mark through the heat shrink.
There's so many comments that Dave Double M says, "I'm in the same line of work, Sven." What is he doing then?
I don't know.
What are you doing, Dave Double M?
I'm guessing he's also making stuff for model railways.
Stuff
TM. Yes. But no, this is intrigued me. If there's anybody from DCC Concepts watching, Craig, I think that this might just be a warranty claim because I think that the criteria is that if it's got a burn mark, then it's like basically silly Billy, you did that yourself. But if there's no burn mark on it, then it's.
But normally they should have a short protection. So if you maybe you could reset it. CP8.
No, it's causing a dead short when it's plugged in. It's just a complete dead
short.
One,
huh?
Yeah, that's the decoder.
Weird.
So essentially, it's. You see what I mean? There's no burning.
No.
This is an interesting comment from Claude Hamilton. I think it's a difference between UK buying habits and continental habits. We in the UK are less prepared to spend more on models, though this may be changing. I think to a certain extent there is a very large cohort of us who remember when prices were low and resent them going up.
Yeah, you know when it happened? When Hellion actually was the first one introducing higher prices, and then. That's from my point of view. The other saw this and they were selling well, so they were thinking, okay, now we can put up our prices because they needed to do it before, but I don't think they dared to do it.
Yeah.
Because when I came here in England, I noticed like if I needed a plunger, you can only get a cheap plunger. That doesn't work because people are not willing to pay a bit more for a quality one. They could have the quality ones and would be like twice the price, and people wouldn't buy it because hey, there's a cheaper one. I'll buy this one. Then they go back to the shop, complain that it didn't work.
Oh, right. Oh, they'll complain. They'll definitely complain.
And the Germans, they want quality, and they know like if I pay a bit more, I get the quality one, so the more expensive one would sell there, not the cheap one.
I see that with decoders. You know, people will buy the cheapest decoder and then complain that it doesn't actually do all the things that the expensive ones do. It's like, well, Actually, there's a reason the expensive ones actually cost more money.
But it could be like a middle ground, because Trainomatic has a budget price, not the cheapest one, but but you pay almost twice as much for the big brands.
Yes,
So, but you still get a quality one. So they manufacture it themselves. They keep everything in their own factory. But I don't know why they can make it cheaper, but they still produce a quality one.
And I mean, that's one of the things that I found with the Trainomatic decoders is that they just worked out of the box. You put them in a locomotive, and
you don't have to tune it, right?
With some other brands, you had to mess about to try and get the best out of it. With the Trainomatic, you put it in and it just works.
Do you think also with that other brands now with the modern decoders, that because I put a Zemo decoder in any cordless train, it works immediately. So there might be that other brands have the same now as well, but I don't have that much experience with other brands than Zemo and ESU and Trainomatic. It might be something that everybody gets on to it now. If they're all figured out, I'm sure they also look at each other. They kind of analysing each other's decoders. Let's see.
I'm sure they do.
It's almost expected that they're going to do some kind of research.
I mean, I know that
research. It means we're not calling
research.
it spying.
Is it research or is it reverse engineering? But actually, I mean, it's interesting you say that. Some, if not all, decoders have protection. So if you try and read the firmware, it scrambles it. So actually, it just bricks the decoder, and you can't read what the actual software on it is.
Well, I don't like that. What if I did something while fiddling on with my I bought that caused it to think I was doing that?
No. I mean the actual the core software that makes it tick.
As a user, you wouldn't go there.
Yeah. So it would be like reading the Zen of the Matrix and going 100110.
You want to be allowed to do that, which that would be actually you own it. So I want to know as well.
Ian White,
you want to do it.
Ian White 7462 says, "Do Tramfabriek do O gauge decoders?" Right.
No, well, only like for some models actually have like a pin, it's 21 pin.
And the Daypol ones will quite happily take a regular decoder,
but they don't have like the Lock Sound XL size. They're they don't have that. They're focusing on HO00 and N.
Pierre de Standing says. Richard Gruter says, "I thought firmware was stiff trousers."
There was also a question about if Trainomatic decoders have Railcom, and yes, they do.
They do.
Yes.
DJK666 says, "I tend to go for ESU decoders, as we all know the brand."
So I have a bit of problems with that because I work mainly with cordless motors. And as we saw in the video of Greg today, he noticed that he saw the same thing as I've been seeing, that ESU decoders don't work well at very, very low pace. I'm not sure if the Class 69 has a cordless motor, but if you put a Zemo decoder in there, what he knows as well, they can crawl really, really slow.
Yeah.
When ESU is not able to do that, with my experience from step 7, ESU decoder will work fine, but below that it's just jittery. And that Zemo are brilliant. They're just fantastic decoders.
So, what would be? I mean, notwithstanding that you stock, you do stock the Zemo sound decoders.
So I started with Trainomatic, but because they don't do sound, and I love sound. All my new models have sound in there. And they just make brilliant decoders. They also very good innovating. Their Stay Alive, the new Stay Alive Stego 4 is the best, smallest Stay Alive you can find on the market. And they are just and they innovate constantly. They make their stuff better with the firmware, update the firmware. There's more options and their decoders are so small you can fit them in anything.
Because you used to stock Dula and Haas.
Yeah, but their return. It was a bit hard to get them returned. It took half a year or 3/4 of a year to get stuff back, and then it got lost in the mail, and it was just too complicated, especially with Brexit.
Because Dula and Haas is one that in the UK, I think most people never heard of them.
There's only a few N-gauge users actually know this, especially the ones who run European trains. They know the brand. So I did sell well because they're also not very expensive. But if one broke and I had to send it back, the service was just slow.
I mean, I must say, ESU, I've had to send a lot back, and that tends to be very, very slow. I think people forget, when you buy one decoder, you're probably going to be absolutely fine. But when you're buying hundreds of decoders, there's always going to be one or two quality control issues, and it's as a business that can be an issue.
Well, they should actually be perfect because they are checked when they're not sending them out without checking them. So it's very unlike with Trainomatic. I hardly experience Enzimo in either. Once in a while, but it's very, very unlikely because they're being checked before they go out.
Well, with ESU, I've probably sent back over the last 5 years.
You sure it was from the factory or so? Wasn't you?
Well, no, these were warranty repairs from. They're basically low. If they've not got burning on them, like we were looking at the this DCC Concepts Zen Blue Plus. If there's no burning through the shrink wrap or visible on any of the components, then I think it's usually the case with most, if not all, decoder manufacturers that they consider there's something gone wrong internally.
It's not always visible, but even when something breaks down, it's not always visible.
Yeah, I mean that's gone to dead short, which normally means that's the bridge rectifier. I'm guessing has probably packed up somehow.
Well, maybe you replace one. Just get one of the bridge rectifier to see if you can solder it. I mean, Zemo actually repairs their decoders. I don't know how
Soundtracks do.
I don't know how they're doing it because it's all tiny and small. It's just crazy.
Well, Soundtracks do as well, and that I found incredible. I had a Blue Army sound decoder that failed, and he said, "Oh, just send it back." And so I said, "Do you need it back? Because it's got a big burn mark through it." He went, "Oh, we'll just unsolder that and resolder a new one on it because it's good to go." And it's like, you can do that? And apparently they do.
That reduces the amount of e-waste that's in the world. Which
Well,
is
there
a
is
great
that.
Yes, definitely.
But I mean, also, the chip itself is quite an expensive part to produce. So if you can replace a few pence of surface mount components, and it's good to go, then actually, why not do that? It makes sense.
Do it. Well, it would be I would say very costly to have labour of some specialised person that actually does that. But maybe they use machines that can actually find a fault and say, like, repair this part. And
I think there's common faults with things like, I think with sound decoders, the common faults are the amplifier blows or the bridge rectifier blows. And the bridge rectifier is usually what blows when you get the magic smoke escaping.
Getting two speaker wires together. That I have done that. That also breaks down the decoder. That's quite a easy.
So you can have a situation.
There's a few people saying, "I don't like all this tech. I'm staying DC."
Oh, sorry.
I can't blame you if all you want to do is enjoy your models and you're not into the extra amounts of interactivity you can get from DCC, then I can understand.
It's a hobby on itself,
with
isn't
DC.
it? Yeah, it's a hobby on itself.
Yeah.
I think the thing, like when I'm installing sound in a model, and that's the first time I'm doing it in that model, it might be frustrating when it doesn't work the first time, and you're like, forget about this sound stuff, I'm not going to do it anymore. But you want it to work, so you continue. And when you then succeed, it's very satisfying.
Oh, absolutely.
But can be very frustrating.
I mean, like, how many times have you've seen me doing a project and I just keep going at it and going at it and going at it?
Can I tell the truth on that, Jen?
No, you can't. You can say
Start
that.
smashing things out.
You said you'd never visited before.
I think the entire world's heard you at some point. Jen does keep going and going and going until she's conquered an issue.
Yes.
But on the way, she has this soundtrack, and it's full of 4-letter words.
Yes, like love and
No.
See, there's a question if the Trainomatic decoders have the active brake button. They don't. There's a way around you can do it, but it's not by default installed. That was one of the things I asked them all the time about. And I also have to say they don't have all the light effect, sadly.
Yes, the light effect.
They forgot about that when they were making it. They told me like, "Oh, we didn't think about that." So,
I mean that was a bit. I would if they were going to add one thing to the decoder, I think that the lighting effects are what they really do need to do.
Oh, yeah, I missed that as well.
Now here's a very interesting question from Worthington. Well, not question, but statement. The cost and time of upgrading all my locos to DCC would be exhaustive. I've done a couple of dozen, but sometimes I question why.
Yeah, but I hear that more often. I mean, you don't have to do your whole all your trains. You know, you just pick the ones your favourites. and the one you know you're gonna enjoy, and then the rest you just
Yeah.
run without sound.
And that's exactly what
how we
I
did
do as well.
It's
And
not like you're not being forced to do everything with sound in the evening.
Well, Jen, you had this similar situation, didn't you?
Yeah.
In fact, parts of Weird Yard were originally set up for DC only,
yeah,
so that you could continue to use your DC locomotives while you were converting.
yeah. And then as I converted more and more locomotives, I wired the DC tracks back into the DCC controller.
But did you convert all your models now? You didn't.
Yeah, all my models have
Oh.
been, every single one. So
Oh.
I got 504 DCC fitted.
Okay.
And it's like people think like, but why don't you just move the decoder from one loco to the
No,
next?
no.
And it's like, no, because I would know that something was not
Yeah.
right.
Not just that,
well.
but you want to show them the state that this locomotive's in, and that was just for you taking a decoder
I
out.
can't believe you're doing this on your lap like this. It's just
Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah, this is
there's
what-
no guys. There's no real desk here. She has a desk on the hidden under here. She takes it
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
it's all like trying to fit everything in. It's just I'm super impressed that you can actually work this way. But you have
To be fair, I'm impressed as well that
Yes.
she just makes things work.
That's it. I inherited this from my dad. This like, I will make it happen.
This is a special experience coming here. It's just
Yeah.
it's all
So
it's very cozy here.
it is rather cozy, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I can imagine you kind of dream away here. This is a world for yourself. This is just where you can.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
what else have we got in the contract? A lap is a free desk. Yeah, I go with that. I'm just trying to decide whether do I dare put in. I've got a Trainomatic Next 18 decoder. Do I dare to put that in this loco, knowing that something has gone wrong?
It has a short protection, so it won't burn.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
shouldn't have this
Well,
decoder either.
Let's face it, Jen, if you put it in and it blows a second decoder, then it's the loco that's the problem. And
yeah.
if it doesn't, then it was the chip.
Do you have a multimeter? You can actually check if there's a short on your loco before you put it in.
If I could probably test it on the. Oh, that's the wrong screw.
Well done.
I could probably test it on the.
Oh.
What's wrong?
It's that Mark Waitman says, Jenny, if you like to make things, have you tried kit building?
I've tried it, didn't enjoy it.
Jen
So
does not like kit building.
No.
I have to build kits.
I'm not a fan of kit building. I hate. This is something I hate in model locomotives. A different screw for every hole, but make them all look exactly the same.
Well, it's difficult to make a screw look different.
No, I mean like as in not obviously different, and then.
I had this with the Bachmann diesel, the Bagley Drew diesel,
Yeah.
where they're at the front and the end they're different. One they're the same length, they're the same diameter, but one is a self-tapping screw, and the other one is a bolt. And I twisted them around, so I put the self-tapping screw in the other screw. It will create a different thread, and then it just ruins it. Okay, did we drop one on the floor?
What if you lost?
Have you got a screw?
I've got screw. There it is.
Oh.
You've got a
Yeah.
screw loose, have you?
You know when you drop something, you will not find it because it will be somewhere behind you.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get it
Well,
back.
I've got a magnet, so as long as it's
Oh, right.
Carpet
ferromagnetic.
gods require their sacrifice.
Yeah, but I have the special tool for going. No, you're not having that.
Not today!
Yes, not today, people.
Yes, everyone's saying that Jenny is definitely special.
Not different. Just
Roger Windsor in saying, just dead rail it.
yes.
Roger Windsor likes dead railing, yes. He's
He
just
do-
done
he
a
do- he does
Backlund
all the
ON
verses.
30 scale
Yeah, this is
porter.
also a good temporary
Wow.
blanking plug, and then you just try with the battery.
Yeah.
Blanking plug.
Let's see. Oh, these are.
It's a
I
good,
mean,
it's a good idea.
is that next 18? I don't know. Is that next
See
year?
that actually?
Next
That is no.
Yeah.
Well, it's like one. Hard to say. There are too many components on it.
There.
Yeah, that's a blanking pin. Yeah. I see
Yes,
it now.
yes, that fits. That's exactly right. So let's just move those out of the way.
Is there a battery, not
Yeah,
there?
that's working then. With the blanking pin, it's working. Okay.
That's with the blanking plate in. So yeah, that's.
Okay, so
So
The
it's not a logo.
locomotive
Good tip.
so the circuitry in the local's working, yeah?
Yeah. So that's all very, very peculiar.
Yes.
So it's like I feel that I need to get to the.
That's a good question.
Hmm?
When are we going to get battery-powered radio control in 00 scale?
Well, why would you need battery power when
But
you've
that
got
already
power
exists.
to the track?
Well, sometimes if you have like a small local with short wheelbase, it's more reliable.
But isn't that
But did-
essentially what Stay Alive is all about?
But does they mean that it's like straight from the factory, or because you can build it in yourself? It's not that difficult.
Could you pass me the Trainomatic
Yeah, I'll take
branded
it.
pack?
Oh,
It
it was empty that top. So
Okay.
So I do have a spare next 18 in the,
Yeah.
no, that they're function decoders.
all right.
So I'm gonna,
She has special places for
yeah, there's a system, but nobody knows it apart from me.
Nobody
So
knows it.
there's a next 18 decoder.
The different screws at the end of the logo seems to be a common background thing. Very annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
not
this is a
unique thing.
Sonic Models A5, and I've never had this. It's very rare that a decoder goes no, and even rarer that it does it without evacuating the magic smoke.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Normally, if it's going to
Are
pop,
you going to put that on before you test it?
well, I don't know.
Well, Sarah Davis, if you put a big battery in a 00 locomotive, it will run quite a long time with RC, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
She says that it only
It
lasts
shouldn't-
about 20 minutes. So.
It shouldn't drain too.
No, but you have enough space in a 00 locomotive for a bigger battery.
Yeah.
I mean, like the dead rail stuff that people are going on about, then I mean that must have a reasonable sized battery in to be able to run the trains.
yeah.
With, yeah.
Every time these two locomotives come by here, they
Uh-huh.
both slow down and then start up again.
Yeah, it's probably just poor contacts on the
Okay.
track.
I'm just wondering
No,
whether
the,
there's something
the
wrong.
two, was it like the Class 13? Those two ones, the blue ones.
Is it the
Both of them, one's going one way, than the other, and they
Yeah.
both slow down here.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, is that part of the issue?
Train too heavy?
No. That's nothing to do with it.
Is it your track again?
Yes,
Hey,
it is definitely my track.
naughty track.
Yes, naughty track.
I'm warming up now already.
I told you it gets warm.
This house is like an air-conditioned deep freeze. It's just crazy.
No,
I mean, my house is cold, but this is just...
You're in the north now.
Yeah,
so,
well,
so they got like one room that has like the wood burner, but they're not sitting in that room. No, they're sitting in the kitchen, which is next to it, or in the living room, which is next to that room.
Yep.
And
yeah, it all works.
they're not sitting where the heating is.
Yeah.
We can't sit by where the heating is. We'll melt. We're
So
British.
I'm just
We're made of 50% ice cubes.
this is like they've got different screws with different pitches, different
Oh, so somebody says I had to send. So Mark Waitman, he said I had to send my Sonic Models A5 back. It derailed on every curve point I had.
oh.
What
I mean,
about
this
these two
is
guys?
this is actually it's been good as gold.
Until now.
But I found from the outset they needed to have a stay alive in. Without a stay alive, they were jittery. So I took out the factory fitted speaker and put a stay alive in, and
Tell Zoe to get out the track rubber.
yeah, you could do that.
Why
So.
am I... What? I have to work? I didn't sign up for doing anything. I'm here to make funny noises.
Yeah, you do your funny noises then. They've got lots of different screws of different lengths, different pitches, and I'm having quite a job here to try and work out which goes where. Well, that's
Can't believe you doing
It's,
this now.
it's amazing that you're doing a live loco repair.
Yes. You're not even filming it. You could have made a video out of this.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah,
I
just-
could have.
Lost content here.
But Zoe,
Wasted.
talk to the nice people. Sven, talk to the nice people.
I don't know.
Why do screws always, when you drop them on a thing, they go
Who's the
into the
host
hole
here?
upside down?
Jenny is, technically.
Oh, come on! Where did I put my magnets? My magnets. I'll use that. Oh, thanks, Sonic. let's use an aluminium screw just for the giggles of
Just
it.
to make sure that Jenny can't find it.
No wonder it wouldn't stick to my
It
screwdriver.
says live stream repair.
Yeah, look at that. Every time I put it in, it goes, nope, I will switch.
Oh, like that. Sorry, I thought your live stream needed to be repaired. But we're still on, aren't we?
So anywhere
let's
north
see
of the
if this
Watford
phone
Gap
will
is
pass
whip
through.
it and flat. Watford Gap? I mean, that's like Southerner
Why don't you need to
territory.
get your camera moved then? There you go. Oh, this is...
Every time I try and put it
There
in the
we go.
hole,
This one's gone round properly now.
what have you done differently?
I've cleaned the track.
Oh, well, good
You
for
and your dirty track.
Dirty. There we go, I've got the tweezers out.
I'm the cameraman now.
There we go, and
This is what you use when you were doing the painting here, the building.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
right, I've got 2 holes, and the screws.
We're not on OnlyFans.
Is this a new model?
No, I've had these for a while now, but I'm just curious how many different lengths, pitches, and sizes of screws have Sonic used.
All of them.
Right now, do we go daring and just put it straight on the track?
A skirt is great for catching the screws.
Yes, it is actually. Yeah, I recommend it. You should get yourself.
I have an apron at home, and I'm planning to put some Velcro on the bottom of the table, so I can actually put it.
Do I risk it because it'll be on 3, or would that void the warranty?
That's all right.
I think it's already voided.
It's got shortcut protection.
There we go.
I would be
So,
impressed if you really got it to work first time, you know?
so I'm gonna find one. There we are. Right. So select Loco 3.
Let's put this back there.
Okay, so
You see what I mean about it being jittery with no stay alive?
Oh, there you go. It's working.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's very jittery with no
Yeah.
stay alive in.
With so many wheels, you would think that should be fine.
Yeah, but it's not. It's only picking up on the 6 driving wheels. So I'm going to change the address. Long 6904. Oops. There we go, and it works. So,
I think that's. I wouldn't be able to do this on the live stream. Keep on talking and repairing at the same time, concentrating on that. Wow.
but I'm not going to risk it by I'll put it straight back on the track and blow another decode. So, I'm going to put that up there with the forbidden thing, which I wasn't allowed to run.
you were being naughty by
Naughty.
embargo breaking.
I love being naughty. Somebody said they wanted the. Where's the, I don't think the P class has got
Stick
enough.
a pot of par on there.
No, it won't pull that that long train.
Stick them both on there.
No, they still won't.
What's that green one?
What green one? Oh,
Second shelf. The
it's
green
trains.
one next to a stripy. You know the.
they're all green.
you know
apart
the
from the black
sun-drenched
ones.
gronk.
Don't kill me.
The green
No,
one
no.
to the right of it.
So no, I tell you what I'm going to do. We were talking about panniers.
Get your
earlier.
favourite out.
Right, 775. Oh, I bet it's not on that number. No, that's not. No, let's.
Get your favourite out.
Jenny, get an A4 on. It says
Oh,
here.
oh, I like the sound of that. Right, which one?
Which of your 500,000 AFOs are you going to use?
AFOs? What's
And Shackleton
V5?
says, get your Garrett out.
The Garrett is in a display cabinet
Thank you,
downstairs.
Dave Lamb.
And they're all saying Sir Nigel Gresley.
Oh, it's too late. I've got my hands on a different one. So I've got number 12, Commonwealth of Australia, which is a little bit dusty.
Thanks for that, Jen. Straighten our faces.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Got a Dutch oven of dust
That's
going
a year
on.
from my life.
I can't believe you've never been exposed to a Dutch oven.
Oh dear.
It's the first time I hear it. There's several Dutch expressions, expression with the Dutch
Right,
in it.
do you
but,
need me to
no,
get out of
no.
the way so that you can put that one on?
Oh, I'm going to put it on here and then reverse it round.
Beep, beep, beep. Here we go.
You need the camera on that.
No, well, not necessarily.
Here we go. Gratuitous arse cam.
Yeah,
It is
ooh.
gratuitous.
Yeah, it's OnlyFans. Right, 6012 should be the number, so select loco. 6012. Go backwards.
You wouldn't get this on that other Monday Club, the one with the two guys just sat in chairs.
Which Monday Club's that?
I told you about it the other week. When people were wondering when I started saying accept no substitutes and stuff like that.
I thought it was like three hamsters in a trench coat.
It is, but the joke comes from the fact that I found another podcast called The Monday Club.
What do they talk about?
They're two guys in armchairs talking about men's issues.
Men's issues?
Yeah. You know the type of thing.
What, like they can't find a 3/8 Whitworth when they need one?
I don't know, but you know, I think it's actually quite good that men just having a chat and actually expressing themselves is a good idea.
I mean, when I was staff at Sea Cadets, whenever the Machine Mark catalogue turned up, there used to be 3 men who'd dive on it and go, "Man porn! Cool! Look at these screws!" And it's like, oh, welcome to adulthood.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that basically, if you go and listen to that, you won't get model railways. So accept no substitutes. That's what it was all about.
That was very long-winded.
Well, yes, but it was a fun joke at the time.
Right. I'm just sorry. I've been missing everybody's comments. 57305 Northern Princess says, "Get a London Transport Bobo on." Too late. We've got Commonwealth of Australia. So, if we got any Aussies in, we've got your loco, which I believe. I've got no proof of this, but I did read somewhere, so it was on the internet, so it must
be true.
That Commonwealth of Australia and Dominion of New Zealand were offered to their respective countries, and they turned them down because they didn't want to pay postage. No, they didn't want to pay for the cost of getting them around the world.
To be fair, it's a long way.
It's not only that; it's also just getting transport, lifting it up, and
but they could have gone halves, because whatever ship was going to Australia would have been fairly near to New Zealand. And I would have thought, see, I don't think the story's got the ring of truth about it.
Are you suggesting that they'd say, you know, when you're passing, can you drop ours off?
No, the thing is, and hear me out here.
Okay.
I don't think it's true, because if it were true, then I'm sure that a preserved line at the time would have jumped in and go, "We'll look after it for you whilst you decide what you want to do with it."
When was this?
This would have been the 1960s when they were getting withdrawn, because Dominion of Canada was given to Canada, and at the same time Dwight D. Eisenhower was presented to the US.
But wasn't it like at that time it wasn't really a big scene? There was not like that many places where things could go. People weren't that interested yet. Or they only came later. Now they're not going to scratch anything at all.
Oh, they'd love it now. Yeah.
Well, because there were cities that were offered their namesake locomotives. And no, we don't want that.
No, at that time they were more like, well,
was it like City of Birmingham or something was offered to Birmingham or something like that.
Speaking of offers.
Oh yeah, Sarah Davis 75. If it was Every doing the delivery though, they would
just chuck it over a fence and claim you had it.
I'll be honest with you, if it was Every doing the delivery, they'd drop kick it into Hawaii and claim it was delivered.
Speaking of offers though, Sven, we'd like to offer you a badge for being here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And it's a special red one.
Oh, the maroon one.
Yes,
well, what colours do you already have?
All of them, I think. I might have this one. I can put it on now.
You can put it on.
You get it back then.
Don't show off how things really work.
Yeah, but RG Models 86. Hard to believe that Flying Scotsman wasn't going to be preserved before Sir Alan Pegler stepped in and bought the loco. The thing was, I don't believe that the Flying Scotsman was particularly famous before it got preserved. It was just another locomotive. It became famous.
Went to America, right?
Yeah, by virtue of doing the tour of Australia and the US. I think that's why it became really famous.
Strange idea for a locomotive to do a world tour.
City of Birmingham is preserved, so it may have been one of. Well, it would have been one of the others. So, like something like City of Wolverhampton, I don't know, or City of Leicester.
The only cheese made backwards.
Yeah, DJ K666. It would be a lot of stamps. It would be a lot of stamps to post those logos.
It's about the spelling.
I got it.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody work out, right? If you can look up online how much an A4 weighs if you take all the water out of it and all the coal, because come on, you can make them a little bit.
Are we
lighter.
talking about an Eastern European or African swallow?
No. Just Zoe, shut up.
Oh, you have this pointy thing that you hit. Used to hit her.
I don't know where it's gone.
That's why I'm having fun.
To get my turn to hit her.
Yeah, it's like where's my pointy thing? Zoe, you've got it hidden somewhere, haven't you?
She prepared. She was up before you came here.
It's like where's my finger?
You can't get any good stuff these days anymore, right?
I need to give Zoe the finger, and I can't find it. Where is it? Where's my finger?
Okay. Wikipedia says that the total weight of an LNER Class A4 is 167 long tons.
So,
we got a late one. JL Railways is late.
JL Railways. It says, evening, Jen and Zoe. How's you both? Sorry I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. DJK666 says apparently Australia has some very strict laws about railway preservation. I think it's not specifically about railway preservation as much as about heritage. They don't like to see it leave the country.
They also protect weird things. In one theatre, there is a listed carpet.
Ooh, wouldn't want to be wiping your feet on that.
It's the original carpet from when the theatre was created.
Anyway, like we have major news here. Right, we found the person who posted the picture of the Doctor Who figures. So Malco Blue says, I got some Doctor Who figures from Smart Models. I put a picture on the Monday Club Facebook page. Yes, you did. And
yes, we saw it and we were like, ooh.
We need details. Please post the details of where we go to get our own ones. I need these in my life. So do please follow us up. Stevie Film says, hello clubbers. I'm here when I wanted to, but is it what it is? David Scott says A4 Loco, 102 tons, 1900 weight. So basically 103 tons. Oh, that's just for the Loco. And let's say 65 tons for the tender. Yeah, it's Smart Models. So I'm gonna have to look them up. I need John Pertwee in my life.
I wonder if we'll do a Mr. Tumnus.
Yes, for the lamppost that we'll put somewhere in the tree. And actually, Mr. Tumnus's lamppost is already here.
I'm just thinking about this transport of the trains. You know, isn't that the cost to get these things on the boat? Doesn't matter where you. If you go from here to Germany or to Australia, I don't think that's the cost, isn't it? Because when it's on the boat, it just goes with other stuff. But it's just getting it from the boat or to the boat.
Getting it on the boat is going to be
stuff like that.
There'd be a lot of difficulties in terms of shipping it on and off, because it'd have to go as deck cargo.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't know what it would be like, as in.
We can ask. Let's see. We can ask for a quote.
So, who are Smart Models? I've never heard of them.
Yeah. We're not familiar with Smart Models. We've also got Amber Occupy Railways. Hello to you. Great to see you. Hope you are well.
All these cheese jokes coming in, Dutch cheese jokes coming in because I'm here, probably.
I don't know. You have to tread carefully with
like
cheese jokes. Says Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Is it a bit GeoCities?
No, it's not loading the pictures until I scroll down to them.
Ooh.
Yeah. It takes ages to find stuff. Right, I've got it. FG46, 1970s film crew.
Right.
That's the film crew.
I've already got a film crew. I've got
World War I soldiers. Okay.
What?
Smart Models running a little bit close to the mark, because that is Blackadder.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my phone has crashed. I've got no battery.
Oh, well,
I'll go and I'll pop off and charge.
Well, we don't want you to pop off. So I'm gonna hit the lever. So there we go, Zoe, hitting the lever. Oh no, we're okay.
But yeah,
as you were. Well, Doctor Who. I suspect that Doctor Who. Now this is one of the things.
Licensing from BBC is strict.
I talked to Tom Marshall about this, and he said basically things like Doctor Who are a really big no-no because to license it, there are so many hoops, so much cost involved. It just isn't worth it to do like some 3D printed
Does he license
figures.
the other things then he has?
Yes.
He asked
Oh
them
yeah,
for permission?
Tom makes
Yeah,
sure that
Tom makes
licenses,
sure
yeah.
everything is squeaky clean and above
Right.
board, because it's at the end of the day, it's his business. He doesn't want to run into any problems. And the problem with Doctor Who, and this having, albeit in a very minor logistical role, worked intermittently on Doctor Who series, they're fiercely protective about the IP.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the reasons that Tom Marshall Buggle Scully Station apparently isn't able to do Doctor Who, and I think he mentioned Only Fools and Horses as well as another one that was quite difficult. But Dad's Army, the licensing, I believe, is through the original creators,
Right.
who are much more amenable to smaller
I think
scale
it would
production.
help to kind of make it alive again, make it known to people, right?
Also, Doctor Who has a big issue that it's not just the BBC that owns
Yeah,
it.
Vicky Lawler says Terry Nation's estate can be stroppy over licensing Daleks.
Yeah.
It might be that Doctor Who is still a thing, it's still going on, so they still they can do their own marketing and sales and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
While
yeah.
the other ones are more they don't make any new things anymore, so I guess that might be still more available.
But then
They
again,
don't
like
give
Only
so much
Fools and
anymore.
Horses, they're not making anymore.
No, that's true.
And
There's
they're
cer-
very controlling over that as well.
Right.
There's certain things
Maybe just have to make
about
it, show it to them,
yeah,
and-
so what it was about
Evening of Cheese jokes, right?
right, it's Studio Canal being funny with spitting image, taking the mick out of Paddington.
Yeah. I bet-
Oh yes,
You're gonna have to just
It
grin
looks
and bear
terrible.
it, Studio Canal. Paddington won't be in copyright that much longer.
Yeah, but the other thing as well is that right,
This is
Malco
like
Blues
a-
say smart models don't market it as Doctor Who, but as John Pertwee film set. So basically, it's only Doctor Who if your imagination makes it that.
Yeah, but isn't it the same? You say with Paddington wouldn't be in copyright anymore, but isn't it the same as with Mickey Mouse? That the American one is in America. It's free now, but not here. Here it's still copyrighted.
Yes.
So maybe it's
Hey,
Paddington
But I
for
thought it was
America.
only Steamboat Willie Mickey
yes,
Mouse.
the
It's
oldest
not-
one. Yeah.
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 So it's a copyright is
But not here.
Anthony Paddington is on Minith Tatus.
Paddington is definitely on Midnight Status, and
Yeah.
there is another Paddington somewhere.
Yeah.
Did you put? Oh, he's over there. He's not in.
He's
the
in
yard with the
YouTube,
YouTube
corner.
comment.
Yeah.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got Peter Jackson Cheadle. He says, would it be possible to get printed figures of the Sweeney or Minder characters? Quite possibly. I know the cars are available through
cars are.
Oxford Diecast. Have done the Ford Consul from I think it's Minder. Not Minder, from the Sweeney.
I still say if you really want something special,
You
Oxford
get
Rail, please make the 1967 Impala in black. I need Baby from Supernatural.
Well, they also did Gene Hunt's Cortina.
They do.
Yeah.
What is Minder characters?
Oh, it's
There was a TV show in the 80s about a guy that played fast and loose with the law.
a bit of a spiff, played by Arthur Cole, and he had a minder, it was basically like his personal bodyguard.
Right.
But he was always getting into scrapes because he was sort of like he was walking the fine line between legal and illegal.
He was a fly-by-night dodgy merchant.
He was a spiff.
Yes.
Vicky Lawless, get your trousers on, you're nicked.
Oh, the Sweeney was so good.
Arthur
We should watch
Daly
the
and
Sweeney
Terry
again.
McCann. Of course, Terry McCann was in the Sweeney as
Yes.
well.
Well, the Sweeney. I mean, I'm not our dinner.
We didn't have those things.
Oh,
So
they
what?
were so
Growing
good.
up, what sort of like TV dramas were big in
Well, the thing is, I lived in the south of the Netherlands, and only the north had northwest Amsterdam area. They had BBC. We had the Belgian TV. So I didn't.
So when you
really
said
see
they had
anything.
BBC, was that just because they were close enough to the transmitter in the UK so that they could tune into the
Yeah,
signal?
yeah. We didn't reach where we were, so we had the Belgian TV.
And I take it, where was Belgian TV not as good?
Well, we didn't have the English comedies. The only thing we saw, like Faulty Towers, that was a big thing, of course. But with a lot of series you guys talk about, I have no idea. Yeah, Van der Valk, that's actually an English series that we didn't even know in the Netherlands that existed. You Van der Valk?
Yeah.
So I heard about it only recently that there was a thing.
So there's like basically all these things that we talk about with the nostalgia.
I have no idea what you're talking
it's
about.
It's like you're like
I say
Knight Rider,
world famous. Well, no, it's American. But it's world famous in England. Those things for you.
Yes.
You think everybody knows about it? We don't.
So we're sat here gibbering away about Minder the Sweeney
switching off.
and Only Fools and Horses,
Yeah,
and you have no idea
I
what
was
any of
thinking
these-
about trains. That's why I was here, but,
We're in the right place. RG Models 86 says, what does everyone think of the new nationalised BR livery? You seen this?
It's not BR though, is it? It's GBR.
GBR.
Yeah, but people have described it as GB
But
News.
one thing, there's like you only see pictures of the two heads like next to each other. But what if you turn one around, like there should be? You have all these arrows pointing towards that side, and the last one is like pointing to the other side.
Yes.
There's something wrong with that. I mean, if you do the ends with the arrows, it's okay.
yeah.
And in the middle, maybe like
I think
few
it's
shades of blue.
I think it's too busy.
On everything.
It's too busy.
Yeah.
There's too much going on and it's cluttered. It needs to be simpler. And actually, a lot of people have been saying, why didn't they just bring back a version of, say, like Network Southeast or Regional Railways or
Because
Intercity?
they'd have to pay for the copyright.
Yeah, but why
From who?
You don't have to go back to all
Not the
that stuff.
government wouldn't.
Actually, no,
they already
wouldn't, because
own
they've already got
it.
it, don't
This
they?
is
Yes.
new, brand new, splinky spanky new. You know, you don't need to go
Yeah,
back to
shiny,
old stuff.
shiny.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take the opposite view, Jen. I like it. I like the new livery, but only on the locomotive.
Yes.
I think the carriages themselves should just have the red stripe.
They should
and
have
not
the.
have the.
They should have like the Aquafresh toothpaste
Yeah,
stripe,
they
like
shouldn't
Network
have the
Southeast.
diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intercity with the red stripe and that. It was definitely
Yeah,
the
but then
best.
they look like too old. But those people aren't interested in retro stuff. You know, they just want to have modern or flashy.
But I mean, like, how
Forget about the past.
much did they spend to a graphic designer to come up with?
Oh, you don't think they actually had a graphic designer, do you?
Oh,
No.
Have you seen the
AI?
proposed
Is it AI or
uniforms?
what?
I believe they probably spent a lot of money,
Have
and
you
somebody saw them coming.
Yes. Have you
How
seen
did
the
you manage-
uniform?
I-
The bright blue uniform with the red stripes all over
Yeah,
it.
that was AI.
So that
yeah,
everyone looks like an eye test.
Yeah, it's like, can't quite see where you are. That's a bit hard on the eye there. Thank you so much, Simon Pitcher. Very, very kindly donated £9.99 on the
Oh,
super
thank you.
chat. So it's for the Mince Pie Fund. Oh my word, gosh, I'm trying to cut back, but thank you so much. Is it all right if I buy trains?
They would need to pay copyright to themselves. Yes.
Yeah, Xanta, absolutely right. And actually, apparently it was done in house, says Richard Grooters.
It does feel like it.
Still, somebody had to be paid for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how-
GBR, does that mean no more Freightliner and GBRF? Or are they going to still be separate?
I'm guessing they're separate. I don't know. I mean, in the Netherlands, did you go through all of this thing with public-private ownership with things like the railways, or
Yeah, the privatized, I think, somewhere in the 90s, late 90s.
Thank you so much
But
for
not
joining,
all of
Roger.
them. So, in a way, the Dutch state is still 50% owner of the Dutch railways.
So does it have like a controlling share, or it just?
Well, it's more like with the main lines are prioritized for the Dutch railway, which is private, but then the state owns a part on it. And then you have like the smaller lines, which they're less interested in. They are being outsourced to Arriva.
But, I mean, would you say it works better, worse, or the same as in the UK?
Well, I would think that it's cheaper to travel in the Netherlands. It's very expensive here.
But is that
So-
because it's subsidised, or just?
Well, it's also subsidized here. The railways are just as
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still
But
expensive.
I mean, to me, it's logic, isn't it? Like, if it's privatized, means like the profit has to go to shareholders.
Yeah.
Where, like, transferred for London, all the profit will go back into the company itself.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
people get paid better.
I think
don't
the
see
problem was
point
though.
of,
That, I mean, before privatisation, the problem was that anything that they did make, the Treasury went, "Thank you very much."
they took the profit for themselves.
Yeah,
It should
So-
have been an arm's length company.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What's
I mean,
that arm's length company?
it means that it's still government owned, but not.
But the Treasury can't
They
just
could
reach
no,
into the
it should be that
profits.
way.
Yeah, so it's run
yeah.
like a private company,
Yes.
but basically the biggest shareholder is the government.
Well, that's it. You need to maybe pay. You can actually pay like the CEO of the state company good money, make sure that it runs it well, like in a way like a private company. But then the money just goes back into the organization.
Yeah.
Right. This is interesting.
Okay.
So the freight isn't included, it's just passengers in the nationalisation. So Peter Jackson's brought up a very interesting question. It's actually a very big question over freight access to the main line when GBR fully takes over.
But isn't that you have Network Rail that still is in control?
But it's network. It's GB.
Shouldn't they have grandfathered access?
But is GB Great British Railways? Is that replacing Network Rail?
Yeah.
Or is
I
it?
haven't looked into it enough to be able to say.
I'll be
either way.
honest. Yeah.
Some of them will know.
Yeah, Vicky Lawler says read Christian Wolmar's books about rail privatisation. Very interesting. I know at the time that it was. I remember the newspapers all being up in arms about it. There was a lot of wrecking tactics to try and stop it from happening, and it felt at the time. And this is somebody who was old enough to kind of roughly, to have an interest in railways and be old enough to kind of understand what was going on. I felt it was a squandered opportunity.
I thought it was a complete farce.
So my friend Mark's correcting me. He says that the Dutch state is 100% owner of the Dutch railway.
So it sounds like
Right.
actually they have an arm's length company in effect. But
I always felt that
apparently it's all
privatisation-
becoming one. Network Rail is already nationalised, so basically it's reuniting the trains with the infrastructure. So
which is what it should have been all the time.
So basically, it's British Railways.
British
is what
Railways
we're
is back.
getting.
But
Good.
Isn't it what everything, like if something doesn't work, like if people complain about the BBC, you're fixing it. You're not going to say, well, let's take it down and we have to place it something else.
Yeah.
No, you fix it.
But that's what they did with the railways.
I think the
They
problem
split
was
everything
that
off. It
Yeah,
was
but that's not
ridiculous.
fixing it.
the
No, it's
problem.
more like somebody else's problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the
You
problem
fix it for us.
the problem with the railways has been that since privatisation, you've effectively got these lots of different mini markets to do things, and there then became a disincentive, perversely, in a lot of situations, to actually run trains.
Yes.
So you get these situations where you see locomotives and rolling stock being transported by road because it's cheaper than transporting them by rails,
It's weird,
which
isn't
it
it?
seems absolute
Even on
madness.
their own network.
It's always felt very anger-inducing to me to see that it is cheaper to put a train on a truck and run that
Yeah.
than it is to put a train on the rails and just run it.
But there's also a kind of it often feels like there's a blame culture. So when something goes wrong, it's not about let's fix this. Let's actually, find a solution. It's about who can we blame to pick up the cost, and then you get this
Just like the
kind of
outsource stuff.
you get a paralysis of blame rather than actually addressing the problem. And you also get situations where, because the rail infrastructure was separate from the actual companies running the trains, there was no incentive to actually put tracks back in, to upgrade tracks, to put in things like loops or siding access,
Like the water network.
because it was just a pure cost to Network Rail. And
It's the same with water as well. Like there's no incentive to restore or upgrade the whole network, the whole
yeah,
water
it's
works.
kind of
Don't get us started about water.
Okay, is this becoming political now?
we've got to be
We
careful.
had issues a couple of weeks ago with our ability to actually stream the Monday Club because the people redoing all of the fibre optic cables around here dug through the water main and flooded the fibre optics.
Wow.
Dave G6HNI, absolutely. BR was very efficient despite perceived impressions. And I think it goes back to what we were saying before. The problem was that if BR made a saving, so it's like we can do this more efficiently, they didn't actually get rewarded
That money
for
just
that.
went to the
It
state.
was a detriment.
The Treasury
right,
just
so-
went.
So the
"Thank
more
you."
savings you made, the more money you lost, actually.
Exactly.
So things like huge success stories of British Rail, despite the strangulation by the state, are things like Intercity. because that's what became Virgin Cross Country after privatisation. And this was set up on a shoestring budget to provide a service. And, not often they were using older rolling stock and such like. These were the huge success stories of British Rail, despite the stranglehold that was being levied on them.
Do you think it will be better this time? That they learned their lesson from the past?
I wish they would learn their lesson, but I fear that it will be another squandered opportunity.
Do you think it's a good move for what they're doing now?
I think bringing the track and the trains back together removes some of the perverse disincentives that had become present in the system. Whether this will be run in such a way as to be to the betterment of the railways, I honestly hope so. I want it to succeed, but I fear that the way that these things are always run is there's like too many fingers in the pie, and it gets screwed up.
You need a good dictator.
Yeah, essentially you need, as my father would often say, he says, you need plenty of Indians and not too many chiefs.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this going to be blocked now on YouTube?
No, but what he meant was that basically you need the people who do the work and get things done. You don't want the management that just put the roadblocks in the way.
You can't just leave everybody to do...
no, but you need effective management. You don't want management that becomes like petty
What is what I'm saying? Like you can hire somebody that's really expensive and really good at the job, but if things get done...
I mean, one of the things, though, that I will say there's a history, certainly in the UK, I don't know how it is in places like the Netherlands, but we've had situations where you have people on telephone number salaries come into a business and ruin it. So what
asset strips.
Well, no, just incompetence in the main.
As well, yeah.
So things like Hornby, to bring this back to model railways, you had a situation with Hornby where they had management come in that had all these whiz kid tech bro management things where they did things like they sold the Margate site to a property developer and then ended up renting it back from the people that they'd sold it to.
Because it looked better on paper.
Because it would make the bottom line for that year look great, and they thought we'll take our bonuses, and it's this short-term thinking which saddles companies with long-term debt and inefficiencies. And I think the problem is that there's no real long-term strategic thinking where it's like, what's for the betterment of the company in the long term, not just this year's profit.
Yeah. Is it like isn't it like Oxford Diecast? They are a family-run business, so they need to think long term. Family-run business, they can't take any risk.
Yeah, and I think now that Oxford Diecast / Oxford Rail are in the process of buying themselves back out of it was sold to Hornby. They're now buying that back. It's actually, I think it's great for the hobby. And this goes back to what we were saying. We were talking about prices. Everybody always talks about prices in the world of model railways. Oxford Rail and Oxford Diecast have shown that actually you don't necessarily need to have that continuing march upwards of prices. And they've actually been able to deliver through being a family-run business models that are actually a lot less than the same models would have been had they appeared from some of the other big manufacturers. So we've seen locomotives coming out like the N7 at under £100 in a time period where that's unprecedented for a brand new locomotive.
So I've got a question for you regarding that. Now that Hornby is limited ownership again instead of a PLC, and they're not beholden to shareholders, and one small group is in charge, do you think that they could catch lightning in a bottle the same way that Oxford did?
I think they're already doing very well in that respect. One of the big drags on Hornby, as I see it, and personal opinion, if there's somebody from Hornby in the legal department making notes and going, there'll be a snotty letter in the post to that one tomorrow. No, this is my opinion. The way it looks from the outside, I think they've inherited a situation that's very difficult, where they've got the fiscal drag of that huge debt that was run up under previous managements that didn't necessarily do things in a way that was beneficial to the long-term health of the company. And they've actually done an amazing job at starting to dig themselves out. And I think that over time, Hornby is going to be in a better, stronger position, because the current management is doing a really great job at thinking about the long-term viability and future of the company. So
Well,
we've
they
seen...
seem to be connected to the product, right? They seem to love what they're
Yeah, and when you
they're
talk to
making.
the people at Hornby, using Hornby as an example, they're very passionate
Seems
about
like
the
that.
hobby.
Yeah.
They're not pure nuts and bolts
No.
like I'm just here for the money sort of thing. They actually have an inherent interest in the products that they're developing and that they're selling. So when you go to shows and you see the Hornby stand, you see the passion, you talk with them, and they will stand there and they will talk to you at great length about
They're
the product.
excited to be there.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
what I always got
and
from
they're
them.
excited by the products.
Yeah, but I feel that with a lot of model train companies. I mean, we
Yeah.
know this. Like this, you're not going into model trains, selling model trains, or making model trains to make a big profit. It's because you love this. If you want to make
Yes.
big money, you go into banking as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the big joke is, how do you make a small fortune in model railways? You start with a big fortune.
Yeah.
Nobody ever became a squillionaire off the back of making model trains. I mean, even companies like Cada Industries, that's the parent company that owns Bachmann, I believe that they make most of their turnover, most of their money is made by making products that are not for the model railway industry.
Yeah.
They manufacture things for the car industry.
Tramfabriek does the same thing as well. They make for other industries as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's actually where the real money is. And then the model railway side
Right.
of the business is more of a passion
It's
project.
what they want to do. That's
Yeah.
the same with Tramfabriek. They want to do the model trains. They
Yes.
make more money in the car industry, but they like to do the model trains.
That's what pays for the fun stuff, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That
That's
pays
true.
the bills so that we can do
It's more
these
fun to
things.
work on that.
Scamperton Model Railway says, Jenny, are you going to be getting the police class 37 now it's hitting the shops?
I like the design of it actually.
and
It's not.
It's about fun, and
Yeah.
that's the thing that I
No,
like
it's not
about
even
it.
bad look. I mean, it looks nice. I think.
It's a reasonable model.
It's weird with this flashlight on top of it, but
Yeah, but
I like that.
But again, I mean,
Yeah.
like growing up in the 1980s,
I didn't even know there was a
there
real.
was they
Yeah.
really did that,
It was
and
an
it
ad,
was for
wasn't
an
it?
advert.
Yeah.
But that it's predates CG or anything. It's a real locomotive that's been painted
Yeah,
up
so
like
you
that
can-
with the flashing blue light on the
Yeah.
roof. So
So even for river counters.
yeah,
the model
and
they can
you can get. Yeah, I'm sure that they will be appearing on a great many exhibition layouts
yeah.
with rivet counting
I'm
police
sure
written
they'll,
on the
I'm sure
side
it will
of some.
sell out.
Yeah,
Don't you think we're getting more to a time where we see more different things now? I mean, you saw at our show already, in a retro little train show, where a lot of different things. There are people that create something different,
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get more things
Yeah.
that are interactive, more directed to
Yeah.
children, more fun, more free.
Yeah, what it felt to me, there was a lot of layouts there where it wasn't about like I will make a completely perfect model of this location in this time and it will be rivet perfect. It's like I will make a model that looks fun, is fun, and is great to operate, and the fun. I mean, so
Yeah, the fun is
there
it.
was in the corner. There's a couple of ladies. There was one with the rocks, and I can't remember the one which had the snow wintry scene. That was running. I can't remember what it's called.
Vanessa with her
It
four
was
seasons.
Four Seasons.
Yes, that
Yes.
was it. Yeah, 4 Seasons, and
Yeah.
like both of those layouts,
Yeah.
they're not pretending to be a specific
No.
place. It was actually about fun and interest, and just I both of those models I loved
Yeah.
because of that. They weren't letting themselves be constrained about trying to model rivet perfect a particular location. It's about the fun of operation, what they look like, and actually, rewarding the viewer. The more you looked at them, the more there was to find.
I think I think when we get more women and more children actually in this hobby, you will get to see more different things. Not taking like a prototype and has to be exactly like that, but more fun what they want to do. We're too stuck on
And we've seen this with one of the companies. Actually, I think people say good things, people say bad things about Rapido Trains UK, but actually one of the things which I say that they are doing right, is that they are keeping the fun in the hobby. And I'm talking about things like the Ivor the Engine set.
Yeah.
And
I was in
it's
love with that the
not
second I saw it.
anything that existed in the real world. It's based on a children's
cartoon.
a children's TV program.
Yeah, but it's still based on something. It's not fantasy.
I
It's not
know,
like just pulled
but
out
the,
of thin air,
the
just
locomotives are fantasy, but
yeah.
drawn from it, and it's like this is apparently selling incredidly well
Well,
on
that's a
pre-order.
clever move because they're using something that is already familiar to people, and people have warm feelings with that. They use that to combine it with their model trains because they couldn't just invent a story.
I mean, like that. Immediately we got. I'm looking forward to the Ivor the Engine pack. Says RG Models 86.
So am I.
Yeah, the chuffing is funny
and then,
as well.
and then we go up there. Spellier here. I like some of the what if liveries.
Yes.
They look great, and who cares if they're
Yes,
fantasy?
it's
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
and like we've seen that with some of the fun little wagons, where like little quirky play on words in the names, like they've done the Guy Fawkes gunpowder wagons.
One of their biggest sellers, I believe.
Well,
yeah,
but
and
that-
defuse.
But that said,
Yeah.
I could not do this. I have my stuff is based on the real thing. I can't model fantasy. I just don't.
Well,
no. I want to recreate like 1900, 1910. I need to do that.
But
That's
then,
my passion.
they've got a sliding scale on it. I mean, they've done stuff which, like the Guy Fawkes stuff, which is just pure and
Yeah,
simple
good
fun.
idea. Yeah.
But excuse me. But then they've on the sliding scale. They go to the 01 where they've done it. It's a fictitious livery, but based on what Bluebell, the little P class, carried, and it's a what if livery. Like basically, what if the Bluebell Railway painted this locomotive in the style that they painted this one, and it's like it's a much more subtle thing. But apparently, that has been the most popular livery
It's
of that model.
If it looks nice, people will
Oh,
want to.
absolutely
Yes,
gorgeous.
yeah.
And yes, Claude Hamilton, the Rapido, London and North Western Railway. It's for legal and copyright purposes. It is not a TARDIS. It's a police phone box.
Yeah,
Yes.
I seem to be reading out Dave Double M's comments all the time, but he says Ivor the Engine was a documentary and nothing will change my mind.
Yeah, and people of a certain age, and this is something which I've had this conversation with manufacturers before, and some get it, and some you can see it's just going over their heads, but nostalgia sells. And what you've got to think is that we're now at a point in time where you've got a group of people who have got disposable income. Quite often they're retired, but they've got a good pension. They've got a house that they bought with no mortgage.
But have they got space for it?
Yeah, because the kids have bogged
Oh,
off.
right, okay.
So what you've actually got is this market that likes to kind of, in some respects, hark back to when they were kids. And for them,
nostalgia,
things like nostalgia. So things like Ivor the Engine definitely is playing into that. But I tried to persuade Bachmann that next time they did their standard class 4 tanks, they needed to release it in the identity of 80054 in BR early crest livery.
Sorry, that's too nerdy for me. I have no idea.
But the reason for that, the reason for this is that is the exact version of the locomotive that Hornby 00 made over 250,000 of,
Okay.
and that pretty much everybody who had a model railway in like ye olde 1950s that had that locomotive in that livery. So it's never been made available
Americans
since.
start doing that as well. Like they're releasing old models, but like with new technology inside. But the outside looks like it's the old model.
Well, with this,
Hornby with the.
I mean, I've
Block
said to
43.
Hornby, like when they're releasing their 8F, it's like, why don't you do it in the identities that the Hornby 001s were done in? Because they've never been released. So they're like 48158, 48073, 48109, and 48094. Those 4 locomotives have never been re-released since Hornby 00 did them. But so many people had those as children and are now at a point where they have the disposable income that would become a must-buy item.
Not sure if I want to have a copycat of your original model. I would just find the original model second-hand.
No. But I mean, it's like the original models are crude and toy-like.
Yeah, but
by
then you put it on
modern...
the shelf. You're not going to run
Yeah,
it.
no. But like, so for example, up there somewhere, I've got when the Hornby they re-brought back the Hornby 00 branding. and did Duchess of Atholl was the very first one. The market went mental for it, and the reason was that was the locomotive so many people had from their youth. And then, when every time they introduced Duchess of Montrose in BR Green Early Crest, it always sells out. Because again, that was a Hornby 00 locomotive. And you're tapping into not just the people who go, I like that, I'll have a model of that. But the people who went, I had that as a kid, I will have it on my layout now.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm being given the hurry up. So, as the teapot of time gently empties into the river of inevitability, it's nearly time to go. So,
I've liked what we've talked about tonight. We've done a lot. But
loads of people have ordered Ivor the Engine.
Yeah, I ordered it twice.
Yeah. But
since we're coming to the end of the night, Jen,
yes,
could we have a summary of the news for anyone
so
who
right,
joined up late?
anybody joining late, we have as our special guest here Sven van der Hart of Tramfabriek. So you basically introduced the UK to the Trainomatic decoders.
Yeah, I haven't discussed that at all. How that came about, but I'll come back another time.
Yes, you will do. You will. You have to come back to pick up your new
You'll
Monday
get a
Club
new badge.
So put the picture up. Put the picture up of the badges.
Okay.
Make it snow. So new badges. We've been sent photographs of the samples. I believe these are currently waiting to leave the factory in China.
Yeah, please don't order them yet. I haven't.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you're going to order them.
No, it wouldn't be the first time that someone's tried to order.
Yeah, and now the ochre ones. Few still available. We did we went through quite a lot at the Rattery Little Train Show.
Yes.
You sold those?
No, we did. Well, actually, we
people.
were giving them to people.
All right.
Not because we were like, hey, the Candyman is
Just
here.
met some nice people
But no, we have this habit of when we meet and chat to people, and they've got a really great
so
story.
then you know that they liked you.
Yeah. Well, not just about like that. I've given badges to people who don't even know who I am, but they've had such a wonderful story to tell.
Or you buy the friendship this way.
Well, it's not. It's like, please be my friend. No,
we're not going to say yes, but yes.
But no, there are things like whenever we have people, Minith Tatus Newith, we've got a lot of like young children who would stand there and they would spend the time to find all the things on the "Can you find me" list, and sometimes we'd give them badges as it's like you found them all.
They will cherish that.
Yeah,
because these badges are really nice. I think they're very beautiful.
They are great badges, but we've got the new badges to do. So I'm going to bring it up. This was in the news. So these.
Now everybody wants the logo.
Next
year, end of the next year, probably it's going to be again. It's going to get a new one.
So right, here's the logo. The headboard, the Monday Club headboard. Tramfabriek are making these. So Sven has very kindly said he is prepared to make a batch of them. And if you do them in different colours, then you'll get multiple sales. So you could do them in all the colours that the Monday Club.
Gotta catch 'em all.
But also, next slide, please. New Monday Club badges. Right. So royal purple at the top. Sort of like the pinky mauve colour, lilac.
I was thinking it was almost palatinate purple, but it's not, is it? It's more like a lilac.
Actually, it's close to palatinate purple. But anyway, that's the one that will be going on sale when they come into stock. The blue one, if you're wondering about that, you cannot buy it. It doesn't matter how many packets of biscuits you try and bribe us with. They are only available. They will.
Have a price.
They are the ones that we will.
20 packets. I'm sure.
The bidding starts at 20 packets.
Give it a try.
Do we have anybody? Any higher
guys?
But that is for people who say come on the show as a guest, and occasionally we may slip them out into the wild if people have nice
somebody
things
says
to
he's
say.
going to catch up with the stream on 2-speed. We should actually speak faster so they can't follow it at 2-speed.
Let's
so
do
go
a
back to
rap.
normal speed.
Yeah. People saying good stream tonight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as always. And of course, coming up afterwards, Game Hammer Classic Gaming. All Request Monday. What are you playing?
We're in extra time. Wow.
The Legend of K is the only one that I've got on the list tonight.
Legend of K. Does that mean something is afoot at the Circle of K?
It's
Is
about
this Bill and
a
Ted?
cat who's a knight.
So there we are. Anyway, right. So the purpley pinky one is the one that will go on sale. We will let you know Don't ask us, we'll ask you. But Valley's 56XS says, I will burgle for a blue badge.
I think
blue
what
is
he actually meant
Iron
was-
Horse Railways. Yeah, it has to be given. Blue is honorary. You can't buy it. It has to be given.
For legal and tax purposes, he misspelt that. He was going to bugle for a blue badge. For
Bugle.
legal and tax purposes.
My old school magazine is called The Bugle, and I feel a bit of a toff that my old school has a magazine.
My school was supposed to. I signed up for one and paid for it. And I haven't had a magazine, a newsletter, a piece of
that's a
paper
trauma.
or an email since the 90s.
Have you told them where you live?
I want my money back.
You know what? That would be a good idea.
Yes. Well, we got to the bottom of that mystery, didn't
The
we?
old Johnstonians, I will blame you because
Yeah.
my dad still lives where
Yeah.
you should be sending it.
Anywho, so Sven van der Hart from Tramfabriek has joined us, and so very, very quickly, how did the Train-O-Matic decoder tie-up come about? How did you come across them in the first place?
I bought a Telic locomotive which had a decoder in there, and I wanted to connect the Stay Alive to it, and there was no description of how to do that. So I contacted Telic, and they sent me to Train-O-Matic, and then I got to talk with them, and they helped me out. And then I noticed their products, and what I thought was really interested in their products, and we get on really well. The owner is a good friend of mine, and we had such a good connection. So I because I have a PR background and a shop, so so I started making their website, helping them to promote them in the UK. And to try to get some dealers, and slowly other dealers joined in. They contacted them because they heard about it through you, and you were a big help with this. You actually helped to spread the word through the whole country.
Yeah, and we've been really proud of doing that because they are a great product. And sometimes people say, "Oh, you don't use the products that you extol the virtues of," and actually. Probably around half of all my locomotives have got Train-O-Matic decoders in because they work, and they work out of the box without needing any messing about. I've had issues in the past with other brands where you've got to tweak CVs to stop them like doing things where they just like go off like a scalded cat.
And we're not asking you to use them. It's not like we say like, you have to use them. It's just
I use them because they're good.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. I use them because they're good.
And they're, like we talked before, they are passionate people. They want to make the best product they want to use. They want to use for their layout. So
absolutely, and a great product, and now quite well known in the UK.
And we've got quite a few dealers, dealers now. So the thing is, like for me, more dealers here would mean competition for me, but I don't really care because I just want to help them.
Yeah.
Because I like their attitude. They run their company the same way as I do it. You just want to make a good product, and you want to make the things that people love and use. And so then just spread the word and just make sure that they sell. And
do you want to go and get set up? And then give us a shout when you're
really
live.
into extra time here, aren't we?
Yes.
We are in extra
credits.
Oh, apparently. Sorry, we're being told off. We need to run the credits.
And
so look,
big thank you to Let's Make Tracks for the music.
And can we just say, Let's Make Tracks.
still
We're
watching?
really sorry. When we made the shortlist for the vote on YouTuber of the Year, we couldn't put everybody in. And I think with hindsight, we should have just made it an open vote again because we had lots of people say, "Why aren't I? Why am I not in the list?" We couldn't put any. We hold our hands up. That's our fault.
Yeah.
But we are incredibly appreciative for all that you do for the
I got a
channel.
thanks from Craig in Swedish.
Does
Does he know I'm Dutch?
Tusen tack.
He's Dutch, mate, not Swedish. They're different countries. They've got a different currency and everything.
what you're worth. Grumpy, oh, an unsung hero. Diesel hard, but love is zero. Jenny sees your true intention. Endless work without a mention. Slow and steady, never flashy. In the yard where tracks are trashy. Jenny knows your secret song. To her, you're where you belong. Gronk it up, gronk it up. You're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Hashtag not a cult.
So hello everybody. Sorry, the caught us on the hop there. So I'm going to hit the lever. Oh, no, wrong. Hold on.
Are there still people watching then?
Yeah. So don't forget, everybody, do please hit that like button. Consider sharing us to social media and subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. It's been a great show. Where is this outro song from? It's Class, says Tatic Moore.
Yeah, I love it.
It's from Let's Make Tracks. They made it for us. So it was made for us, and we've co-opted it into our walkout music.
The only thing, a good thing AI did.
Yeah. So
It's an AI song, right?
it is, yes, yeah.
But
But
are we not supposed to say this?
no, it's fine. It's not. It's not a secret.
Oh,
Not
right.
a secret.
Then I'm not
But yeah,
spill the beans,
no. It is a great track. It is a great track. But yeah, in the news, so the Press Twin silos from Ellis Clark Trains, they're available to buy from their shop from tomorrow. We've also got the Class 69 from Bachmann, has been arriving in the shops, getting rave reviews. In addition, I'm sure there was something else. I can't remember what it was. New Monday Club badges. Look out for them. There's going to be a new exclusive Caledonian Blue one, only available direct from us, not for money. You basically, it's like, come on, dance, monkey, dance. You have to dance a great tap dance for us to give you one as a prize. But also a huge thank you to Sven van der Harp from Tramfabriek. Do check out Tramfabriek.
Thank you for getting me.
Thank you for coming.
Well, no, thank you for having me.
And you will be the first recipient of the blue badge once
you.
we get them. So we'll get one out to
You can
you.
have numbered as well, like one of
Well,
signed.
like one.
You can
There's.
sign on the back. Then you put your signature on the back.
But can I just say, the way it works is
Actually,
there are exactly the same number of blue badges as there are purple badges. There are maroon badges, ochre badges, green badges, and the original blue badges. There's the same number because that's how many come in a bag.
Do you share how many you make of each?
It's about 300.
Okay.
So there's a lot of badges out there. So
Yeah,
there's like
three. Wow.
9. There's about 1,200. We're probably just under 1,200 in circulation.
Before you know it, there are more than people live in the world.
Yeah,
If
but,
we continue this pace.
but
Talking about overproducing and getting too much things in the world.
yeah. But the thing is, as long as you change the colour, then everybody's happy. So Richard Gruter says best guest so far.
Oh no.
You get the seal of approval.
Too much honor.
Oh, all right. So we're just getting word that Gamehammer Classic Gaming is going live. So Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been an absolute honour having your company. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Monday Club. We'll be back next Monday for another Monday Club, the final Monday Club before Christmas. So you might want to start thinking about rushing out to the 24-hour garage to do your Christmas shopping round about 2 days after that. But we've also got a full review of the Port of Par pair from Rapido trains coming this Friday, so do watch out for that. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying you take great care of yourself. Happy modelling.
Bye.
Bye for now.